If being seen doesn't feel safe, you're going to sabotage your success before it even gets started. And you'll call it laziness, but it's not. It's actually protection. Welcome to Vivi's World. I'm still trying to figure out what we're going to call this channel now that we're integrating some other things. Yes, we do reviews here, but if you're a creator or affiliate who have earned money but still struggle to earn it consistently, or you earn it but struggle to keep it, then this series is for you. We are talking shadow work for content creators. For almost 10 years, I coach women on shadow work, on doing the inner work that they need in order to manifest the life that they want to live. And then when I came into the content creation world, I realized that there is a whole component of shadow work that needs to be done in order for us to feel safe enough to be successful in this space. What does it look like when you have unhealed shadows in the content creation space? It looks like inconsistency, selling guilt, comparison spirals, and making money and not being able to keep it. And what do? Instead of accepting what those things really are, what we do is we chase skill sets, because that is the easier thing to try to achieve, right? It's very easy to find a formula of how to make a video better. It is very easy in how to go and get a strategy for better product selection. Those tangible skills are much easier than saying, I can't make money because I am not healed on the inside. Skills may matter, but if your nervous system continually treats success as danger, you will forever be in that self-sabotage loop. When I started content creation, I was in the financial field. I have been in the financial industry for over 20 years. Literally, I have been with the same company for over 20 years. I have worked my way up from being a temporary employee, taking applications on the phone, all the way up to becoming a VP in regulatory compliance. I have a bachelor's degree in business management. I have an MBA with a concentration in both finance and marketing. One day I got a call and they told me that I was laid off. I had invested over 20 years with this company, given them so much of my life that I missed a lot of my children's lives and a lot of other things because I was so devoted. And in that moment, I understood that I did not want to go back into the corporate world. I no longer wanted someone else to be in control of my money, my life, or my time. And even though I knew this and I wanted this, telling people that I was leaving the corporate world as a VP to go make videos on TikTok felt wrong. And the way people responded definitely co-signed on that feeling. People always want to know, can you really make that kind of money? The kind of money that you made at the bank, making your little videos on TikTok? And you know what the hardest part is? It's always the people closest to you. It's always the ones that you feel as though should support you the most are the ones who have the most criticism and questions and doubts. I started creating content when I was 50 years old, leaving the financial industry where I had worked so hard to climb the ladder. I knew nothing about TikTok. I barely knew anything about making videos. I never wanted to be in the forefront on social media. I'm an introvert. I don't want to be in front of the camera. Yet here I am talking to you guys. And as I continued to make videos and be on TikTok, I realized something very important. And the more I do this, especially when I started seeing success and then it started to go away, it felt like this back and forth game. I realized something that I had coached for so long. I didn't need another class about how to edit my videos. I didn't need to know more about quality videos or hooks or anything like that. I needed to learn how to be comfortable being seen. I needed to understand that I could feel safe in success. And there's so many things that contributes to that space. So I went back to what I knew, shadow work. I needed to do my inner work and heal the shadows that's keeping me from seeing consistent success in this space. And you're like, Viv, what is shadow work? You keep saying this word. I don't understand. What is it? And I'll tell you what it's not. It's not the devil's work. We hear that all the time. That is not what shadow work is. It is not some kind of woo-woo thing that you do with crystals. Sometimes it's a part of it, but it doesn't have to be. The easiest way that I can sum up shadow work is, it is the parts of you that have learned to protect and to keep you safe by hiding, avoiding, pleasing, controlling, and that keeps you in these constant loops that bring back repetitive behaviors that are no longer serving you. What I always tell my ladies is, your shadows are not good or bad. They are what they are. Your shadows served a purpose in a time when you needed them. And when you are in other parts of your life and no longer need them, they are now impeding and getting in your way. So if we don't address them, they're going to continue to be a roadblock to your success. Shadow work literally is pattern work. It's about identifying patterns that no longer serve you. And these patterns in business become expensive because they start to either cost you money or lose you money. And we don't want either one of those things. So here's the framework. And forgive me, I'm going to look at my paper because I'm old and I need a little help sometimes. So I made some notes. So the creator shadow loop framework looks like this. Step 1, trigger. Something happens. Think about it. I want you to go through this with me. So something happens. Let's say low views. We all are struggling with low views right now. Or commission drops. Or TikTok gets sold. Whatever it is, the trigger. Step 2 is the story. Your brain assigns a meaning to that trigger. Your brain automatically connects it to something that it is familiar with, a feeling, whether it's cringe, whether it's fear, whether it's anger. It connects that trigger to something familiar in the past and creates a story. Step 3 is protection. Our nervous system, our brain, our body are automatically conditioned to protect itself. So whatever we've learned as a coping mechanism to protect us, that is the loop that we're going to fall into. And it can look different for all of us. It may look like overwork. It may look like disappearing. It may look like just diverting your attention somewhere else. We have so many different ways of coping with things. You need to figure out and identify what are your coping mechanisms, because those are meant to protect. And sometimes we feel like they are there to help us, but a lot of times they're not. Step 4 is cost. What is the cost of your protection? Is it inconsistency? Is it burnout? Is it money? A lot of times mine look like lost momentum or diversion. I divert the energy somewhere else that I can have an excuse that is the problem. So the thing we need to understand, we're not failing, we're protecting. But that protection is from old storytelling. It is from what our nervous system has remembered from old triggers and old feelings that we have to be able to rewire. So our new goal is not protection. Our new goal is integration. And integration is replacing protection with a better response. That looks like repair. It looks like boundaries. It looks like clean selling. Or it could look like money rules that keeps us financially stable. So what do we do when we start to move into these spirals? Everybody is different, and some work is harder than other work, but we need something in the moment as we realize that it is starting to happen. That's one thing that we really need to start to do, is be aware of what is happening inside of our bodies, inside of our minds. I think sometimes we get lost in the bustle of the busyness, especially as content creators, that we don't pay attention. When you pay attention and start to realize your triggers, then we can start doing the work of managing and repairing and replacing the protective behaviors with integration. I'm going to leave you with a couple of actions that you could do when these triggers start to happen. First and foremost is to regulate our nervous system. So breath work is always top on my list. I will put together a PDF with some techniques for breath work and some other tools that you could use as you start to identify your triggers and as you start to replace those protective behaviors with some other actions. I will have that in the link in my bio, so you can find that there. And so I'm super excited to go on this journey with you guys. It's been a while since I've coached people because life was lifing and I was trying to figure out how to become a content creator. And as I coach myself through this, I wanted to share the information that I had and the experiences that I'm going through, because I know that there's other people out there just like me, especially those of us who've made money and know you can make money, but for some reason you can't stay consistent, or the money is not consistent and you're struggling to find your success. It might not be your videos or your technique. It might be your shadows that are stopping you. If this sounds like you, subscribe, give me a follow, because this is going to be a 21-week series on how we're going to address our shadow work as content creators. Bye, my loves, and let's work through this together.